See if they do anything this time. No. Okay. You lose. We get there. Hi there, I'm the BigCraigO, and thank you for joining me for the next of my deck tech series. This week we're trying something a little bit different, so I'm running all of my deck techs through a standard challenge rather than just running them against random people. There's a reason to my madness. We were chatting in one of the streams that I've just recently did. A group of us were having a chat about how to best grow your collection and obviously use your gold in an effective way. So yeah, I've got a spicy deck that we're going to play through and use and see how far we can go. I guess the key thing about it is that we're getting value from playing in Magic's events and using gold to actually increase our collection. So without further ado, let's go and check out the deck. Well, here we are with the deck itself. There's quite a few, I suppose, spicy cards in here that can actually add an extra little bit of punch that can catch our opponents, hopefully, on the blind side, give them a bit of a blind side. So let's go through it. Land-wise, we've got 14 basic lands, 7 forests, and 7 plains. We run a full play set of 4 of the pathways, the white-green pathways, and 4 of the Fabled Passage, just to help us smooth out any draws that aren't ideal. In the 1-drop slot, we have Star Pupil. This is a 1 white for a 0/0. It comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it. And when it dies, it gets to put its counters onto target creature that I can control. Run 4 full play set of Snake Skin Veil, which is an instant spell for 1 green mana, and it puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and that creature also gains hexproof until the end of turn. 4 Swarm Shamblers, which is 1 green for a 0/0. When it comes into the battlefield, it gets a +1/+1 token on it, and whenever a creature I control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, I get to create a 1/1 green insect creature token. And I can also spend 1 mana and tap the Swarm Shambler to put an extra +1/+1 counter on it every turn. Run a full 4 of the Stonecoil Serpent. Now this isn't strictly a 1-drop or a 1-drop. It can be cast for many mana depending on what you've got, but this is just where it happens to sit at the moment. Moving on to the 2 casting costs, we have a single Feat of Resistance. This is 1 white, 1 other for an instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control, and it gains protection from the colour of choice until end of turn. 4 Luminarch Aspirants. This is a really powerful card, very used in the standard meta. Many decks use it. A single Sajiri Shelter, which also gives protection from the colour of my choice until end of turn, or it can come into play as a tapped white mana source. Run 2 of the Gnarlid Colonies, which is 1 green, 1 other for a 2/2 creature beast. It has a kicker for 1 green, 2 other. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. So it adds an extra element definitely to this deck. Conclave Mentor, 1 white, 1 green for a 2/2 Centaur Cleric. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counter are put onto the creature instead. So if you're going to put 2 on, you get to put 3 on instead. If you're going to put 5 on, you get to put 6 on instead. And when it dies, you gain life equal to its power. So that's not too shabby. We also have a Sparring Regimen, which is a Regimen. 1 white, 2 other for an enchantment that sits on the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, you get to learn and go and have a look at the sideboard in a second. And whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, target attacking creature, sorry, and untap it. Invigorating Surge is another instant spell that's in this deck. We run 2 of these, 1 green, 2 other. For an instant, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. Pretty damn cool. Moving on to the final sort of 4-drop slots, we've got 3 of the Bassary's Lieutenant, which is 1 white, 3 other for a 3/4 Vigilance Human Knight creature. It has protection from multicolored, and when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Whenever a Lieutenant or another creature you control dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance. So that's quite good. It's a 3/4, so it's got starts off quite large and it gets only larger as the game goes on. And then finally we have the Semester's End, which is an instant for 4 mana, 1 white and 3 other. Exile any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers you control at the beginning of your next end step. Return each of them to the battlefield under its owner's control. Each of them enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it if it is a creature, and an additional loyalty counter on it if it is a planeswalker. So if you have a few creatures that don't have tokens on +1/+1 counters, you can pick those up, bring them back, and they get quite large. That's the main deck. In the sideboard, which is obviously good for the learn mechanic, we have Reduced to Memory, which is 2 white, 1 other for a sorcery speed. Exiling a non-land permanent, its controller creates a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Expand Anatomy, we'll have 2 of these in the sideboard. Expand Anatomy for 3, you get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, and it gains Vigilance until end of turn. Quite powerful, especially when you combine it with the Conclave Mentor. So there's 2 of those. We have 2 of the Containment Breach, 1 green, 2 other for a sorcery speed. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Introductory to Annihilation, so that's that exile target non-land permanent and its controller draws a card. And then finally, Mascot Exhibition. For 7, you can create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying, a 3/2 red and white spirit, and a 4/4 blue and red elemental. So that's the deck. Let's go and check out the mana curve. Well, as you can see here, the mana curve is low down to the ground at 1.9. It runs 25 creatures, so very creature heavy and creature centric deck. 13 non-creatures, 22 lands in total. Slightly more leaning toward the white side than the green, but fairly close all in all. As you can see there from the actual mana curve itself, lots of 1-drops, quite a few 2-drops, and then it drops off fairly dramatically in the 3s and 4s with only 5 compared to 12 and 16. Alright guys, let's go and see how this deck goes. Well, I've registered the deck, as you can see just behind my head here, and we're about to start the first game. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the standard event, basically you get to pick a standard deck that you have, play some games, and the idea is that you're converting gold into cards. So if you get 0 wins, if you completely tank it and bomb out, which happens, what you do is you get 100 gold back from your 500 gold entry fee, and 3 cards. They're at least uncommon, so 3 uncommons is the worst you could possibly do. You might get rares, you might get mythics, but that's how it works. So that's, it's a way of converting gold into cards. If you get 1 win, it goes up to 200 gold and 3 cards. 2 wins, 300 gold, 3 cards. 3 wins, 400 gold and 3 cards. And then the break-even point is obviously 4 wins, where you get 500 gold and 3 cards. After that, if you get another win, you get a positive, like a profit, if you will, of 600 gold, so 100 gold up, and you're guaranteed to get 1 rare and 2 uncommons. 2 rares and 1 uncommon, and 800 gold at 6 wins, and then finally 1,000 gold, you get your 3 cards are 2 rares and 1 uncommon. Quite good value all in all. Alright, so we've registered, we're going to go and play, so let's do it. So we'll see what happens here. As always, it's just a matter of seeing what you get paired up against and see what the running total is going to be. Okay, so having a look at this hand here, it's fairly lackluster when it comes to what it's got, so I'm going to ship it back. Mulligan this. That's a little bit better. I like this one, so we're going to keep this. Put Forest back. Say hello to our opponent. Wish them some love. Okay. Play a Shambler. Next turn we'll play a white mana and play one of the Conclave Mentors and see what happens. Giant Killer's probably going to swing in. I'll take 1 damage from them. See what happens there. Okay. No blocks. Okay. Play the white. Nearly made a mistake there. Going to play the Conclave Mentor. Attacking for 1. See what happens. Okay, so there seemed to be some sort of Orzhov deck, black and white potentially. See what happens. I may have some removal. I keep targeting the Conclave or looking at it. So let's see what happens. Don't forget to, guys, to check out in the link tree below in the description for the video. We've got a link there that you can click on to go and buy all of your cosmetic and arena codes at Grey Viking Games. Doesn't cost you a cent more, but if you do use that link, anything you purchase, we get a small kickback to help us to have codes to give away for the stream. Play this tapped and play a second Conclave Mentor, attacking for 2. Leave it at that. Yeah, so I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays between 7 PM and 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to swing by if you've got time, that'd be great. And if you're watching this video right now on YouTube, which you should be because that's where it's going to be, feel free to give us a comment, like and subscribe / press the bell icon. Okay, so we've got this here. I'm going to get another green, so we've got 2 of each. And I'm going to play the Lieutenant. And attack with the 5/5. Yeah, so if you watch the videos on YouTube, feel free to let us know what you think. Give it a like if you think it's good. If it's not so good, give it a thumbs down, a dislike. That's okay too. So our opponent sacrificed their token, did a scry, which is understandable. We're sort of in a bit of a precarious situation here. If they choose to wrath the board, we could be in some serious trouble. But it is what it is, hey. I'm not sure what they're thinking. They've either got the answer or they don't. They could maybe tap down the 3/4. Okay, Banishing Light. What are they getting rid of? Ah, big Conclave. Fair enough. Go this way. that Basri's lieutenant larger, and I'm going to attack him with it. Down to 12 they go. Now if they try and use another Banishing Light, I can protect something. Okay, so what are they going to target here? Yeah, I don't like the idea of that, so I'm going to do this. And significantly in charge now. Okay. Go here. Give the Conclave Mentor all the love. Yeah, attack with this and attack with this. It's possible that they're going to twin block the Conclave Mentor to try and get rid of it, but I've got a little trick up my sleeve. So we'll see what happens. Really? Okay. We get there. Nice. All right, let's go to the next game. Okay, so this is an interesting hand. I actually really like it because it's got a lot of 1-drops, smaller, sort of easier to cast things. So I'm going to keep it, say hello, and hope that we draw some more land. Play the Shambler this turn, and then pass turn. Next turn I'm going to play the Fabled Passage and potentially make a 1/1 Stone Coil Serpent. Yeah. No blocks. Okay. Play this. Make a 1/1. Attack for 1. In turn. Uh-oh. Sure. These are mono-coloured, not multi, so it will still kill them if I block. So I'm not going to block. Just take 4. Alright. Okay. Attack for 2. End turn. Really need to draw a 3rd land. That would be really good. Okay, Robber of the Rich. Okay, unfortunately. Block here. Attack 4, go down to 11, but ow. Okay, we do get the extra land, which is great. Make a 3/3. Make another 3/3. No attacks. See what happens here now. They... Okay, potentially play that. Make something unable to block with this, potentially. Yep. Token creature can't block. That's pretty brutal. Wow. Okay. No attacks at this point. Oof. Oh my god. Sure, this one can't block, that's fine. There you go. Kill this one. Block that one. Take 4. Okay. Do this. Play this as well. No attacks. So we're going to make one of these unblockable again, but I'll have 3-4 blockers. They may activate this, which would be unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, wow. So I'll block the 3 robbers. Yeah, all good. Play a Swarm Shambler. Got a couple of +1/+1 on it. No attacks. So they're going to make something that can't block, potentially, yada yada, that's alright. Now if they activate this Faceless Haven, I'm going to block. Okay. Not quite what I wanted. Okay. Excuse me. Hey, thanks for the follow, Andy. Appreciate it. Bit random there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Auto pay. Take 5 potentially, yeah. Wow. Alright, so play the Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. See if they block. Do anything this time. No. Okay. We lose. We get there. Alright. Let's go to the next game. Well, we're back with this opening hand. Look, it's not a bad hand, but my issue is it doesn't have... Like, I'm going to be slowed down unless I draw a plains. I'll keep it and hope and pray that we draw into some land. Play this one out and turn. Sure. I'm gonna white mana. Plains. Okay, we'll draw a land. I'm going to play the Conclave Mentor. See if we can keep pushing. Yeah. Okay. No blocks there. Play this. Play Luminarch Spirant. Make the Conclave Mentor large. No attacks. End turn. Alright, so if they attack him with the Usher, I'm going to block. If they attack him with everything, I'm still going to block that. That's a 2-1. Yeah. More power to you. Yep. Sure thing. No attacks. I'm guessing they're going to try and blow up something with reduced to memory. I'm just going to give that thing, whatever it is, hexproof. Hopefully they don't have a Winota. They might. That'll be kind of bad for us. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triggers. Three. They might choose to block. I'm alright with that. Could have saved it by playing the Snake Skin Veil. The problem is then they put a Winota and swing in and it all gets bad for us. So currently we have 13 damage that we can put out. Nice. Okay. My turn. Okay. Nice. No attacks. Let's see what happens here. Whoa. That was not expected, let me tell you. No attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's bad. Killed. There we go. Here's Winota. Sure. Sure. What's the second one? Another one. Oh, nice. Okay, so goes there. This one goes. This one goes here. This one goes here. And we take 6. Play this one. See what they do here. Could be a little scary. Okay, that was a lot less scary than I thought it was going to be, but anyway. Yep. There's one. Oh, they trigger as well. Oh my god, this is bad for us. Beshi, 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 beshi. Alright. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. this guy. Oh, I can't kill him. Guy. Block there. Block there. Block. See what happens, eh? That's what happens. Wow. Yeah, I had fun in the match. Okay, alright, let's go to the next one. Well, this hand is very interesting. We're going to keep it because we've got white, we've got green, and we've got a few other things. So let's see how we go. Bit of love there. Play this tapped. Play this. Play the mentor. Red, white, and blue. Eh? Okay. Thinking this is the way we go. Do 4 damage. See if we can keep this alive for another turn. Okay, play another white. I'll play this for 2. Play this for 2 as well. Attack. Drop them to 8. Okay. Deals 2 damage, 2 cards and discards. Yeah, okay. Seems legit. Yeah, I'll block, eh? And we get there in record time. Whew, that was pretty powerful. Well, I got so excited that I started playing without actually pressing record, so apologies for that. You can see exactly what I've done, so it's not secretive in any way, shape or form. I'm going to attack in and see if they block. If they do, they do. Okay. I had hoped they wouldn't. Drop them down to 14. Next turn I'm going to play a Sparring Regimen, and hopefully that means that we'll be able to push through quite a bit of damage. Ooh. Go this way. Yep, old JC over there doing his thing. Oh, okay. Doesn't actually cause this to trigger, unfortunately. Activate that ability. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somehow I don't think they're going to block that much. I think what is going to happen is they'll block with that and then they'll sacrifice so that it gains 3 life. Okay, play this. So I got 4. And 1 duty. Jay squealing out like that is wacky. Okay. I'd like to draw a land. That's what I'd like to draw. That is not a land. So, look at this. Bit of this. What do they do? Okay. One more mana, please. And I've also got the Pro Protection mana up for that as well. So that'll make it pretty tasty if they decide to play stacks on. Yep, 13 getting through. Alright, so that's 9. And lethal. Pro what? Sure. You're still losing, my friend. Yeah. Close, but no cigar. Okay, so I remembered this time to press record before I started doing stuff. We just crossed the threshold now, so everything that we get going forward is increasing our profitability. Having a look at this, looks pretty good. It's not too bad. I would have liked some more creatures, but I don't mind this one. Bit of love. Bit of this. So, yeah, that's what I need. Conclave. No. Enter. Resolve. Alright. As you do. Alright. I'm going to play a second white next turn. So next turn, see what happens, but got an equal and odd, so if they wrap the field, should be alright. Okay. It is what it is. So we can play 5 there. Three, 2, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Sure. Take 1, mill 1. That's disappointing. Play the basic out. Move the attack step. Sure. Wow, I'm gonna block that. Yeah, what the hell? Alright, so I got a green, one green and 1 white left. So I can play a snakeskin veil. Play that and bring it back out, that's fine too. Ugh, 3 off the top, don't like that. Another white, so we've got 3 and 3 now, so that's good. Play this out. Is what it is. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we draw next turn, huh? A little angry Thopter. Yeah. All good. Yeah, there's another 2 off the top. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. Alright, so first things first. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then get rid of this. So they're multicolored spirit. I can block and not take any damage from because it's multicolored, which is good. This I can't block. This I can block, but they won't attack with it. So we have to somehow work around. Okay. It's an interesting choice. I think they're reconsidering that. I might kill it with some sort of removal, I don't know. This. Okay. Fair enough. In turn. Let's see what happens, eh? 4 can block that. If I need to, I can blink this, but it just means I'll lose tokens, which is bad. Okay. Sure. black. And I've still got the semester's end sitting there, so hopefully we can get there. I don't know what my opponent's thinking about right now. Hopefully they don't have any removal, because I'd like to be able to just push through and do the lethal, but see what happens. Damn it. It is what it is. Oh, it's so close. So I'll still be one short. God damn it, it's so close. So currently I can do 3-4 damage. I'll be 1 off. What have we got here? 7 cards left. Yeah. I have to do it. I have to do it because if I don't, they can still mill me out. Sure. Oi, oi, oi. This is gonna be a tight game, guys. Why didn't they bring that other land into play untapped? And they'd be dead now. Yeah. They got me. Good game. Unfortunately. Oh well, that was still a good game. Well, this hand's interesting. I'm not really sure if I like it or not. I'm going to give it a run and see what happens, I guess. It's not like there's much on the line. End turn. So I'll get a green so that we can play the Conclave Mentor. Yeah. Children 007, eh? Okay. This. Play this. Okay. Play a green. Second green. Attack for 2. It's a funny noise it makes when it comes into play. I love it. Got hexproof in hand as well, so that's okay. Play this. Attack with these 2 bad boys. Alright, my opponent gives up. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Well, I like the look of this hand, so I'm going to keep it. Say hello. Wish the love. Play green. Play a Shambler. Okay. It's a bit cheeky. +1 there. No attacks. Okay. I will 100% block. There you go. Okay. Let's do a bit of this. And attack. Drop to 17. Sure. Play this. Play this. Down to 13 you go. Enter. Sure. Yeah, that'll do it. Wow. What are you going to do, guys? What you gonna do? Well, here we are after our 3 losses. So we got to 5 wins, which is 600 gold. So we actually made 100 gold profit. 3 cards, one of them's rare, 2 of them are at least uncommons. So let's see what we get. Alright, so the rare that we would have got was turned into 20 gems, which is kind of cool. We've got a Frostpire Arcanist, which is 1 blue, 4 other for a 2/5 giant wizard. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a giant or a wizard. It's kind of cool. When Frostpire Arcanist enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery card with the same name as a card in your graveyard, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Yeah, nice. And the artwork looks awesome. And finally we got good old Eye Twitch. 1 black for a 1/1 flying creature, and when it dies you get to learn. So that's cool. Alright guys, well as I've said before, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 PM to 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. Please feel free to come over and check us out on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube at the moment, please give us a sub or like, and press the bell icon. If you've got any comments on ways to improve the stream, any particular deck archetypes that you're interested in, let me know as well. I have a Facebook page, and if you follow or subscribe on Twitch, you gain access to additional features on the Discord. So check that out as well. It's all under the BigCraigO. I want to give a shout out to Grey Viking Games and Spectrum Games. Grey Viking Games, if you're after cosmetics or codes for Arena, feel free to check out click the Linktree link below and check out their store. Anything you purchase when you use that link and go to their web store, we get a small kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra, just means that we can buy codes to give away on stream. And then Spectrum Games, based out of Sydney, Australia. They sell physical Magic the Gathering cards and accessories. Go and check out their web store at www.spectrumgaming.com.au. Yeah, they've got a fairly good selection from my perspective, and if there's anything in particular after they don't have listed, just send them a message and they may be able to source it for you. Other than that guys, I really appreciate all the support. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing me play through that deck. I think that Selesnya deck is quite strong, and with a bit more tuning it could be really, really powerful. So, but that being said, I'm a bit biased because I do really like Selesnya as a colour scheme. Other than that guys, I guess I should go away and edit this video. So I'll see you on the battlefields.